This is an important message. If you are attending London on the 13th September in a large group, with friends, with family, please sit each one of them down. Make sure everyone watches this video. What are we expecting in London? How important is the 13th of September? Let me tell you, the entire world is going to be watching us in London. I remember saying for years when I watched the demonstrations in Ireland and other cities, and I felt jealous. And I thought, why isn't this happening in Britain? Well, now it's happening in Britain. We're about to inspire the entire Western world about what resistance is about. We are coming together in the Great British Revolt on the 13th of September. How important is it that we remain peaceful? This is the point. Do you want to win or do you want to lose? Do you want to undo everything? Like that, it can be undone, okay? Do you want to give? You see all the politicians, all the media, all those people moaning about British flags and St George's flags, all of them calling us far right, calling us hooligans. Do you want to hand it to them on the plate? You know what will hand it to them on the plate? If you bring aggression in any way, if you drink too much alcohol, okay? This is serious. This is about our country's future. It's about the safety of our daughters. It's not a joke, it's not a game. Okay? We have built up everything for the 13th of September. Every moment of every hardship, of every fall, of Lucy Connolly, of Peter Lynch, of everything that's happened, it's leading us to the 13th of September. It's not a time for riots. It's not a time for violence. It's a time where you come and you stand proudly for your country. Now, what can we expect? Will there be provocation? Will there be infiltrators? We have a strict rule: no face coverings. If you can't come without showing your face, do not come. If you come and wear a balaclava, you'll be treated as an infiltrator to our movement. Because the police and undercover agents would wear balaclavas. They would disguise their identity in order to provoke violence. So we have a simple rule: do not come. And we, our security and our movement of people, and you, the public, need to make sure you tell anyone that covers their face. Remove that now. You're not welcome on the streets with us if you're covering your face. Okay? That's a strict rule. We do not want it. Now, what happens if we are provoked? What happens if, unfortunately, some imposters manage to get inside of our sterile area? We have an area, and remember, we've worked well with the police for the last 4 of our events. No trouble, no arrests, no violence. I have to hand it to the Met Police. They've done everything they said they would do, and as have we. Now, can we guarantee it 100%? Of course we can't. Okay? But we take it at face value. We've worked with them. I don't think you understand the effort that's going in behind the scenes to make this a fabulous festival, celebration of identity, atmosphere, and fun for everyone that's coming. So please, this is just an imperative message and an important message. We have to control ourselves. I understand how angry you are. I understand the level of anger across the UK. I get it. But as I said, do not give them the weapon. Do not load the gun for the media to fire at us the next day. Do not load the gun for those quisling politicians in Parliament to fire the next day. Every single one of them are traitors in Parliament. We're going to unite this country like they will have nightmares about what they see. The last thing they want is unity across Britain. Well, we're going to unify Britain. But we're going to do it in a peaceful, joyful, joyous way. This is an important day. I think it's going to be remembered as one of the most important dates for our generation in our country. It's the day that the silent majority refuse to be silent any longer. Enough is enough. We've watched our culture disappear. We've watched our children be raped across the country. And we watch all of this while the people who are meant to represent us in Parliament call us far-right racist thugs, whilst they facilitate and accommodate the destruction of our people and our country. Help us send a legitimate message to the entire world that the British lion is awake and it is silent no more. People have spoke for years, when the British wake up, when the British wake up. That's happened. It's happening. Do you know how exciting it is to see? Do you know you see this tidal wave of patriotism sweeping across Britain? They can't stop it. It's not going away. It's just starting. But it's imperative that you do not give them what they want, okay? Do not let us down on September the 13th. You're letting your family down, you're letting your country down if you misbehave and bring any aggression on the streets of London with us that day. We want to show respect to the police, we want to show respect, and some people will be upset hearing that because of the way they've been treated. They were treated that way due to political policing from the hierarchy. Trust me, the average police officer supports us. Trust me, I deal with them every day. I'm working with them on this event. I'm in London continuously all this week. They support us. They want us to have a successful day. Bring smiles, bring handshakes, bring flags, bring laughter. Let's go, September 13th.
Tommy Robinson just dropped what he calls an important message ahead of the September 13th London rally. And let's be clear, this wasn't just a call to show up. It was a call to make history. He framed the day as the moment the British Lion finally wakes up. A day the silent majority refuses to stay silent. But here's the twist. Robinson isn't just pushing for numbers. He's demanding discipline. No violence, no face coverings, no drunken chaos. Why? Because he knows one slip-up gives the media and politicians exactly what they want. Ammo to smear the whole movement. As for right thugs, he's practically begging his supporters, don't hand them that weapon. The speech was pure us vs. them. On one side the people angry, betrayed, determined. On the other, Parliament, the media, the elites, traitors, as he called them. His tapping into fear of lost culture, anger, over crime, and pride in national identity all at once. And his turning September 13th into a test of strength and unity. So the question is, will it work? Will this really be the tidal wave Robinson promises? Or will one act of provocation sink the whole thing? Either way, he's betting that September 13th will go down as a turning point for Britain. Well, of course, this here at the Court of Justice is where the real issues in terms of the policies and what might happen to asylum seekers being housed in hotels right across the country is being hatched out. Now we got that decision last week, of course, from the High Court, granting the injunction of Epping Forest District Council with regard to the Bell Hotel, allowing them to ensure that Smani Hotels, the owner of the Bell Hotel, removes those 138 asylum seekers in that hotel by the 12th of September. But the Home Office were never going to take this lying down because it's such an important issue for them, given the fact that there are 32,000 plus asylum seekers in hotels right around the country. And the real concern is that this becomes a precedent that now other councils we've already seen multiple councils indicating that they are going to go down this road, may well seek to get similar injunctions to remove asylum seekers from hotels in their local authority area. That's what the Home Office are trying to argue here. Trying to get that appeal heard by those 3 appeal court judges, and similarly, Sunny Hotels as well believe that it's an issue that sets a precedent that they want to ensure is revisited by the Court of Appeal, and that injunction is dismissed, that they won't have to find alternative accommodation for the 138 asylum seekers. Mark, when can we expect a judgment? In this case, we don't know. This is the thing about Court of Appeal cases. They are impenetrable at best. And in terms of actually when we'll get a decision, whether we might get a sort of an indication that there could be a decision tomorrow, whatever, we don't know. And the judges never tell you beforehand. So, it's always trying to second guess what might happen. I can tell you that one of the judges, we understand, is going off on holiday tomorrow. So, if they do come up with a decision, it will have to be something perhaps that they then decide upon tonight, and then the other 2 judges can deliver that ruling tomorrow. So, as I say, it's all up in the air. Everybody is watching this, many people in Epping and right around the country with bated breath because it is such an important issue. If it goes against the Epping Forest District Council, if effectively that injunction is revoked, then we're back to square one. The